Hey everyone, GReimer here, doing another episode from the VintageCraft server. Alright, so I haven't done actually like a thing on the VintageCraft server in a little bit, and I don't have so much of an update as I do a buildy episode today. Okay, so today I'm going to try to do one of the many Easter eggs that I've hidden in this kingdom. I'm going to do a little something I like to call building one of them. So over here, there is this this sandstone quarry that we've built, and this is what I like to call the industrial district because it's like there's the place where they're storing the sandstone, and there's a place that the door is left open, and we're still cleaning up actually from the Babel brawl. So you may see like a chest around with a red piece of glass over it. I mean, it's been a process to clean up. Anyway, you got these wagons with sandstone in them, and you got these storage little areas with sandstone in them, and more here. And there's even a place back here for the people, the workers, to rest and have a camp and stuff like that. So this is like the industrial area because up here is actually the actual sandstone mines. So, and you got these stockpiles here too as well. So this is a build that I did very early on, actually. It's before I actually built most of the kingdom, because I knew that I found this pit. Most of this pit is natural. I did do a little bit of jazzing up down at the bottom, and obviously the walkway's not. But this pit was primarily natural, and so I was like, this has got to be a sandstone quarry. There's no way I can't turn it into that. So down here, though, one of the things I wanted to throw in here is that I wanted to build like a temple, or not a temple, but I guess it's a temple. It's like a crypt sort of thing, like a tomb that they dug into, like in the desert, like an old Egyptian tomb or something like that. And I was going to base it loosely off of like the Cave of Wonders. And then there's a part in the southern part area right that way where I was going to do like the whole, I think it's a tiger head that the Cave of Wonders has and stuff like that. And I was going to do that. But instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make like a tomb that they dug in here. And that they unearthed. And this is all going to be explained in a miner's journal. It's going to be in the library, but that's going to explain the lore behind it. But I want to kind of put this like right here. I want to have it so that they like carved right into this thing as they're digging out. And it's going to have like, maybe a couple of chambers. I'm not going to go too crazy because I'd like to actually try to finish this, or at least get really close to finishing it in either 1 or 2 days stretch here. But yeah, I'm thinking like right here. Is where I want them to have actually dug into the tomb, and then they'll have like a ladder going down into it and stuff like that. And I think that might add a nice little bit of detail to this place that's missing. I mean, clearly this place is missing a whole bunch of detail already. So I'm going to get to work on doing a little bit of work right here, something to create like an entranceway and maybe like clear out the area for like the first chamber, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I've been doing a little bit of building on here now. Alright, so check this out. This is like the little entranceway I was kind of thinking of, something a little not so straightforward. And in fact, this actually uses the new mechanic where you have to you can duck under 1.5 blocks because you can't actually fit through here, so you have to crouch, and you can just squeeze yourself in here. And there's actually, I think, another part where you have to do that. Yeah, right here. Squeeze yourself in there. So that's a tight fit. Alright, so then you get down in here, and this is the ladder that the workers would have put in to actually get down into the tomb. And this is where the tomb actually is then. So this would be one chamber of it, and then it's going to have a little bit of like a hallway and maybe 1 or 2 other chambers kind of branching off of it, including one large one. This is just probably one of the smaller ones. So I think it's kind of cool. It adds a little bit of mysteriousness to this place, I'm going to go ahead and get to work on actually doing a little bit of building actually on camera here. Probably should have grabbed more sandstone. In fact, I got to run up and do that. In fact, it's hard to tell what time it is. I really should have a clock because it's getting nighttime. So there's totally monsters underneath here, though. You can hear them. They're somewhere in here. I don't know where they are. Let's grab a little bit more sandstone. Oh, yeah, that should be enough. All right, let me find my bed real quick. I have 2 beds on me for some reason. Let's go over here where the monsters aren't and sleep so that I don't have any terrible things spawning in the kingdom should anyone log on. Because right now I'm the only one on the server, but should anyone log on, I don't really want them paying me a visit like, yeah, what's going on? And then blowing up half my place. So if they pay me a visit, I like visits, but I just don't like my place getting blown up. So yeah, that's why I try to sleep as often as I possibly can. All right, so let's go ahead and make ourselves a really crappy wall. All right, I'm not a big fan of checkered patterns, so you'll see me try to avoid those. I think checkered patterns are kind of, unless it's for like a kitchen or a bathroom or something, I don't really like them. All right, yeah, throw one right up there. All right, so let's sprinkle in some sand. I don't want to overdo it on that stuff. All right, so now this is where the fun begins. I'm going to need the sand still, but I'm also going to need these guys. Let's start jazzing this place up a wee bit and knock out those, because then we're going to replace the background with more sand to make it look like it's really broken down. Let's throw that right there. See if I can't get on top of this sarcophagus. And that's what those are supposed to be. I mean, I know it's a stretch, but I mean, I don't really know how else to make one of them. I tried putting these slabs actually on top of them, because I know like they'd have a an actual like stone top to them. But there's a problem with that. These things are huge, and they don't look right. So I don't really like them. So I just went with the. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could use that would look a little bit better, but whatever. I'll use these for right now. If you guys have a better idea than that, just shoot me up in the comment section, or hit me up in the comment section and let me know. All right, so let's get the sand on the hotbar there. Actually, I can take these completely off. There we go. So yeah, this whole thing would be buried in the sand and sandstone. So I could actually replace some of this with actual sandstone like that, and mix it up a bit. Let's go ahead and do something like that. And this, well, that's going to create like a weird fish symbol. Yeah, good. Like it. Okay, like that a lot. All right, so this starts making it look like it's been broken down and terrible for... No, I didn't mean to do that. Where's my... hotbar is never big enough for all the stuff I need, especially when I start doing detailed stuff like this. It's usually a disaster. I have to constantly keep swapping stuff out of there. All right, and then I missed this one right here. Let's go ahead and throw sandstone in the back of that too, and then pink. Yeah, that looks like a broken down wall. I mean, it could use a little bit of more detailing up on the top here, but for the most part, let's throw one right here actually. And then I got to get up there a little bit. Now, I haven't really designed the ceiling. I think I might do the ceiling very similar to how I did the sewer ceiling, actually, because I think that would make sense, being that it's buried under sandstone. That's the reason why I made the sewer ceiling like that as well. But yeah, what do you think? That looks kind of like a dangerous tomb wall, right? Might actually... You know what would make this better? It's very flat. It's very, very flat. So let's... Oops, I forgot the sand drops. And sand drops. Oh, look at that, it broke. Let's carve this back just a little bit. Actually, the rougher it is, kind of the better. I kind of like that. So, all right, here we go. Let's carve this thing back just a little. Not much, actually. It doesn't have to be much. I don't like how flat the wall was right there, so I like adding like a little bit of really damaged section to it. Like time has not been nice to this type thing, you know. So let's sand and sandstone. Let's rough this up a bit. I'm just kind of winging it right now, so if you're wondering what my mentality is here, it's kind of like make it look like crap is what I'm going for. Now, I guess, well, no, there's no stone here. I was going to say, I guess a little stone poking through would be all right, but that's actually a false statement, because there is no stone here. It's all sandstone. That's why they're mining here. Now, there are sandstone walls I can make. I have a stone cutter up there, so I could actually make some of those too to really kind of make this place pop. Let's do something like that. Let's rough this up too. Okay, yeah, this is starting to come together now. And then this is the last little bit that needs to be changed. Alright, so what's that look like? Well, aside from that, it's starting to look a little bit better. I think that if this did collapse, this would probably be facing the other way. And this probably wouldn't be as stable. So, let's go knock the sand down. And let's, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't like how that's really flat there, but what can I do? What can I do to fix this? Okay, let's change this thing out. Let's throw that right there. Nope. No. Bad. Let's put that right there. And then just that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Knock this out. Oh, the sand dropped again. I was going to actually replace that with sand, but I was going to replace it with sand, so I broke it so I could replace it with sand. I broke the sand so I could replace it with sand. Alright, what's that look like? Yeah, that looks pretty messed up. Almost like a little mini creeper went off there. Now I'll work on the floor too a little bit later. Right now I'm just trying to get the walls. Okay, I like that. I don't really actually like how it's dead center, but that's okay. I mean, it's possible for it to be dead center. These pillars would not be left in as good a tact as what they are, so I'm going to kind of change up the textures a little bit. That's what I did down here a little bit. Let's go ahead. Oh, there's another sand block. I have the shovel on my hopper. I don't know why I keep doing that. Right there. Okay. So yeah, that would be like one wall of the place. Now, down here there's going to be no lights, no nothing, so this is going to be mob central. However, I'm going to have it so that the miners, when they came down, they actually did bring lanterns or something like that. And there's going to be a couple of them placed around. Now, I'll get to work on digging out like another section, but for right now, it's all about this one tomb right here. So let's get to work on this other wall and jazzing this up too, because these diorite walls, no, they got to go. I know there's a lot of people that don't like diorite. I'm indifferent. I do agree with people who say it looks like bird poop. I think it does too. I don't know what use that would be, but I'm sure we could find one in Minecraft somewhere. I just accidentally made a inappropriate inappropriate object there on the wall. I kind of did it again. Let's yeah, like that. Okay, let's do that. Throw a couple of these guys around. I don't like the doubleness of that there. That's better. Okay, so yeah, and and then that's a mess right there. I got to do something about that. Okay. So all building for me is just kind of taking a step back and looking at what I got done. I suppose that's for anybody who plays Minecraft, really, but it's all about just kind of eyeballing up and kind of getting a rough vision of what you want, and then slapping the blocks together and seeing if they actually kind of look vaguely what you're trying to go for. Like that. And then, can I do this? Ha, got it. I gotta do that one too. Yeah. And I gotta get a sidewall as well. Put sandstone back there. I think that one's, oh, no, right here. I was going to say, I think that's basically it. And then, yeah. Alright, yeah. So that wall's basically done. That one I'm alright with it being a little flat, though, because, I mean, not every wall has to be wrecked. This one I'm probably going to break up a little bit, too. And this one, actually, you know what I could do? I could collapse a little bit of the corner. I think that would probably look a little bit better. Cobwebs definitely, oh, look at this guy right here. Cobwebs are a must down here, because it's been here forever. So this thing is going to be all evil looking. But right now, let's just get the structure down. Let's keep on pressing on and knock out this wall. I do like the idea of having like this collapsed a little bit. Wow, my inventory is already a wreck. Like having this kind of collapsed. Yeah, like that. It's fine. So that, well, that kind of does look like. Let's take this out actually, and let's put the base down, put that on top of it so it looks all broken down. Let's have it. Let's have this wall dug back a little bit actually. Yeah. All right. So we'll have it collapse the other way so it's not like right next to the sarcophagus, because that would look weird. Something like that. Yeah, I think that would look better. Okay, so we got to carve this back as well. I mean, we have to carve this whole wall back anyway, because that's where the actual wall is supposed to go. But we want to carve it back a little bit farther, because it's going to be kind of caved in right here. You know, I actually never really used sandstone up until this build. Rarely ever used it. Oops, I rarely ever used it. Let me, this is my, is it nighttime check. Never really used it much, and then I got to this place, and yeah, I used it a lot. I'm trying to break a stone with an axe. Way to go, me. I hear water running, too, so there's an underground cave somewhere around here. Oh, there's some gravel. I actually don't... I've heard mobs around. I've heard terrible things. I'm expecting to run into a cave with terrible things here. It's almost like finding a real tomb, you know? I suppose none of you actually do, neither do I. Not unless you're an archaeologist. If you're an archaeologist watching this, let me know how accurate this is, if you happen to be one. Alright, so let's carve this back too, so this whole place kind of got messed up. Yeah, like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and start building this wall. Let's try to do no inappropriate objects this time. And then this is where it kind of goes back. I gotta probably fill that in. I don't want any creepers spawning in the walls, although a skeleton or something would be pretty cool. Maybe a zombie. Alright, so this wall can be a little bit more jagged. Let me go dump my inventory. I have... Oh, let's see. It's getting dark up there. I can tell from the lighting. Let me go dump my inventory up there. And then at least the stone and stuff that I just dug up. I gotta crouch to get out of here. And I'll keep on doing some work on there. Let's see, there's that zombie. And I keep thinking... I keep hearing footsteps right here. It's probably like 1 or 2 blocks under the surface here. And it scares the bejesus out of me sometimes. Did I not replace this over here? Apparently I didn't. Okay, flint. Just do that for right now. I'll fix it in a little bit. But yeah, here I have a couple of barrels that I can probably just leave here actually, but I can just dump all the crap. Actually, I don't need those anymore. All the crap that I don't want in my inventory in here. Actually, I was keeping cobble in case I need it for. Actually, I have no reason why I need cobble. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let's grab a little bit more sandstone because I'm down to just a stack. That zombie, just a little bit more, that's fine. Let's get back in there. How am I doing on slabs and stuff? Slab stairs? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Let me crouch to get in here again. It's a tight fit. There we go. This is going to look so cool when it's done. I'm pretty pumped for this one. I thought about this today. I was at work and I was doing my thing and I was building stuff and like I'm supposed to, like they pay me to, and then all of a sudden I was like, you know what if I built like a desert tomb? How cool would that be? Alright, first things first, let's fix this thing up. By fix it up, I mean totally mess it up because it's got to look all jacked up. Crouch. Something like that. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be just fine. Let's go ahead and replace this. Oh, yeah, replace that all with sand. And then do something like that. Let's see. We can put sandstone in here. There's nothing wrong with that. Because, I mean, it's supposed to be like a mix sort of thing, you know? Alright, so this piece right here, I don't know if that'll be visible, but let's make it sand for right now. I'll worry if I need to change that out. This up here, that right there, that right there. Good, like that. And then a slab right on top should create a nice, interesting design. Let's get a piece of sandstone down so I can get up there and see. Alright, let's put some sand in here. I don't want to do the whole thing of sand, though. Alright, good. Like that. Alright, so that wall is done. Interesting. Okay, so this is coming along nicely. Now, the detailing done later is actually where it's really going to shine. Like I said, this is just the base coat, basically. When you're painting, you got to do the base coat, and then you got to go over it again. So this is just me kind of getting the rough idea of what I'm trying to do down. Sand fell. Got it. Okay. Yeah, so this part will be carved out a little bit more. I think I'm going to do a little bit of work here off camera and try to get a little creative and see what I can come up with, and then I'll check back with you guys in just a second. Okay, that's it. I've done it. I've built a thing. There's a thing that's been built in there. All right, so I went ahead and finished off doing basically all of it in there as far as that first chamber. So let's take a peek. If you're climbing down here, whoa, my pickaxe did something funky there. As you're climbing down here, bam! Look at this place. Doesn't this look like an old decrepit tomb? Now I kind of know I went heavy on the sandstone, but this whole thing was built in sandstone. Like it's kind of gonna be sandstone. I don't really think there's gonna be much stone in here actually. Oh, there's some stone. Oh, there's a little bit right there I missed. Bink. Fixed it. Yeah, so check this out. There's the floors are all ripped up and decrepit and stuff like that. This place caved in pretty nicely. The cobwebs are plentiful, and I even have it so that like there's a couple of these barrels down here that maybe the miners moved down and put some lanterns down here so you can see. Now this could work actually on itself, just on its own. But I'm going to actually expand this way. Probably off camera or a little later or something. You'll probably see that in the next update video. But that's good. I just picked something up. That's going to be a little bit later, so I just blocked it off with sandstone for right now. I'll just dig that out and get going later. But yeah, what do you guys think? Does this look like a decrepit tomb, something you'd find like in Indiana Jones or something like that? Because that's kind of what I was going for. I was going for a really creepy kind of vibey feel. Oh, hey, look at that. It's getting nighttime. So you can hear so much stuff. It's like right underneath here, too. There's an Enderman, there's skeletons, there's everything. Let me go ahead and take a little power nap here at the bottom of the quarry. Maddie is online. Hi, Maddie. If you're watching this, hello, Maddie. She's building some pretty crazy little hide and seek thingy, like a big mansion, and it's pretty awesome actually. I get lost in there all the time. So yeah, we'll probably be playing a game there soon. But anyway, check this out. Isn't this cool? Like this huge sandstone quarry. There's this little tiny opening down here, and that's what they dug into. And they're like, "Well, what's that?" And a little cave in, something like that. Like I try to make a little bit like there's some extra stuff right here because well, I mean it doesn't really. I guess the miners would have moved that out of the way. But yeah, this totally looks like a little hidden area. Now, this is probably going to be something that spawns mobs. So if you are coming to visit, just keep in mind that there may be mobs down here. Have a bow ready. Get ready to shoot. Pop them if you see a creeper. Please don't let them blow up in here. It's a lot of work. All right, so yeah, a little hidden temple that they unearthed. So that's my little addition today. I think I'm going to call it here for this episode of VintageCraft. Hopefully you guys actually enjoyed this little extra detailing and building. I'm still working on this build. It is an ongoing project. Boy, is it a pain. But I mean, it's worth it because I mean, it looks so good. Let's do this and let's get out here. I'm one of those weird players that don't really use an elytra, so unless I'm getting something, trying to travel someplace. So yeah, let's overlook the kingdom again. It's coming along nicely. It's been about a 2-year-long build. So, in fact, that cobblestone pillar is one of the first cobblestone pillars I put down to mark off the terrain. And bye, Maddie. And yeah, they go all the way around the property, basically. I've had to remove some as I got near the edge of the property. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. There's also some plans I have for increasing the farm size over there and whatnot. So there's a lot of things that are still going on the server for me. So still got a lot of work. It's a huge amount to do still. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying to finish this. I know that the new update snapshots are out, and that kind of worries me. It makes me think that maybe the server might be resetting once the update drops. It kind of makes sense that it would. So, I mean, if it were me, if it were my server, I probably would. So I got to hurry up and try to get some of this stuff done. So, I think that's going to be it, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to smash that like button. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. Hey, how's it going? Click on some of these things here you see. Yep. Avoiding audio copyrights.